Ted and Danny are a married couple living in a remote house far from the city. Ted is a doctor working at a mental illness hospital. One night, while Ted is working late, Danny is murdered at their home. Everyone suspects that a patient from Ted's hospital is responsible, but soon after, the suspect is also found dead. Danny's twin sister, Darcy, believes she has psychic abilities and is fascinated by cursed objects, which she collects. She visits Ted, who now has a new girlfriend named Yana. Darcy is convinced that there's more to her sister's death and is determined to use her psychic powers and items from her collection to uncover the truth and seek revenge on whoever killed Danny. On the night of the murder, before it happened, Danny was walking towards her car, leaving the house door open. When she returned, a terrifying stranger with only one eye knocked on the door, warning her that someone was inside the house. The scene is chilling, filled with tension as Danny must choose whether to believe the stranger or not. The movie creates fear through its isolated setting. Though the setting is only used as a backdrop for scares, the remote house feels cold and unsettling, with dark corners, creepy corridors, and a little claustrophobic atmosphere. The limited cell signal adds to the sense of isolation. The film uses dark, effective sound design to create scares, with a few well-placed jump scares. There's also some interesting and scary camera work throughout. Carolyn Bracken's performance as Darcy, who is blind and interested in the supernatural, is genuinely creepy. She brings a disturbing, wooden human-like figure as a gift to Ted and Yana's house. Even though the figure just sits there lifelessly, it creates a sense of dread, as you're always expecting it to move. While the story itself isn't particularly special or memorable, although it's not groundbreaking, the film doesn't end the way I expected, which I like, and I liked how the killer's identity remained a mystery from the start. The story focuses on a psychic woman trying to investigate her sister's murder. However, the film doesn't really dive into the crime investigation aspect. There isn't much to get invested in, as the story jumps from one point to another without giving the audience a chance to connect with the characters or the plot. Honestly, I didn't really care much about who committed the crime. If the characters had more backstory and depth, and if the movie focused more on the crime investigation through a supernatural lens, it might have been more interesting for me. As it stands, the story is neither bad nor good, just an average horror plot. Oddity excels at creating tension and a dreadful atmosphere, but has an average plot. I rate 6 out of 10.